So do you think that indicates that central bank physical supplies are running low and that they're afraid that if the data on all of the trades they've been doing and providing liquidity to the markets is released, that there could actually be a run on the gold because people would see they don't have as much reserves as they thought they did?
Well, there was a run on reserves, of course, when the London gold pool collapsed in 1968. I'm not sure that I would say that gold isn't in central bank vaults or is not in the vaults of central banks that have been trying to suppress the gold price over the years. I would say that it is certainly impaired by multiple claims. That's what gold leasing is about.
Right.
Much of gold leasing is just the issuance of certificates where they're credits for gold that remains in the vaults of central banks, and the certificates are traded around as if people holding the certificates own the gold, and it's all a polite fiction, but nevertheless it's a way that central banks have vastly increased the gold supply, or vastly created an imaginary gold supply with gold leasing. In testimony to Congress in 1998, the Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan said that central banks stand ready to lend gold in increasing quantities should the price rise. That is, Greenspan was admitting to Congress that the purpose of gold leasing by central banks is not to make a tiny bit of money in interest on the gold they lend, which is usually the explanation given for it. The purpose of gold leasing by central banks, Greenspan told Congress, is to keep the price down. There's another document there. So, but to your question as to, is there gold left in central bank vaults? Well, we know that many central banks have been acquiring gold lately, and they have announced their acquisition of it. Where has all the gold come from that has been leased or transferred to Asia in recent years? Very likely has come out of Western central bank vaults. And at some point, I think they will just call a halt to it because their reserves have been depleted too much. But, have we reached that point? There's signs that we're reaching it, but we don't know exactly. And this information is really top secret information.
Right. Yeah, it's just secret information. We can't know exactly, obviously. Yeah.
I mean, the gold price